Hello. Today we are going to focus on Yee Jee Ma, the goat riding stance. You'll start with your hands at your side, your feet together, slightly bend the knees, bring your hands up to breast level, open up the toes, and spread out with the heels. Sink into that stance. Now the first thing that you can note is that both your feet are pointed inward slightly, like they're at the corners of a triangle. Your legs are going to be going straight down and then branching off toward your heels. This is a really good stance for strengthening the adductor muscles located on the insides of the thighs and the calves as well. Now, from here, your pelvis is going to be a bit forward. You want to keep your hips level. You don't want to, let's move to the side to emphasize this point. You want your back to be completely up straight. You don't want to tilt your hips this way or tilt them up this way too far. You want to keep it level, like your pelvis is like your hips make up a bowl that you're keeping salad in, and you don't want it to tip over or else that salad's going to come out. You want to keep it level. And you'll notice that the back is up straight as well. I don't want to be crumpled up this way, leaning back this way. I want it to be just right. This will be all the way up to the neck. You want to think that your head is being suspended by a balloon from the crown of your head, because the crown of our head is this top part here, right on the skull. So we don't want to over-exaggerate it by tipping it this way, but one way that we can focus on doing this one is by tucking. If we're used to bringing our head up like this or out like this, tuck the chin in, which will bring the head up straight, and align your neck all the way down your spine, straight down to your tailbone. Now, in many schools, some of them Wing Chun, some of them other forms of martial arts, we bring our elbows to here. Now, I was taught that we bring our arms here because if we bring the elbows back here, we're opening up the chest, and part of our energy that should be sinking is going straight back because that's where our elbows are pointed. So instead, they point downward. You want them to be about a fist width from the body. So this would be a defense against somebody coming straight for you. And instead of having to come all the way back up here to strike, you'll just be bringing the hands out this way. Where else would I go with this? The shoulders. You want your shoulders to be straight down as well, slightly back. And here's what really tricky part. You'll sink the chest in just a little bit. So what you don't want to do is crumple the shoulders forward. I see plenty of people doing this in Wing Chun to try to get that forward energy with their Tan Sao. You want your shoulders to relax backward. So not this way, but sink the chest to be able to bring your blocks alongside the center line. So we've got feet pointed in, knees will be pointed slightly inward, pelvis forward, keeping the hips level. Your hands are up this way in front of you, shoulders back, elbows pointed down, chin tucked in, head like it's being suspended by a balloon. And this is Yee Jee Ma. Really good for strengthening the knees and your adductor muscles inside the legs, inside the thighs, that is. Now, the second stance, your Chor Ma, going to open up one foot to where both feet are parallel, pointing to one direction. It could be going toward the right. It could be going toward the left. Now, as you do this, make sure that you keep your feet 50-50. You don't want to, let's say you're going into Chor Ma, the turning stance. You don't want to shift too much weight on your front foot. You don't want to shift too much weight back. You want to keep it grounded at 50-50, maintaining that sinking energy like your spine is drilling into the ground. So some of the benefits of the Chor Ma going from the goat riding stance to the turning stance is that in your goat riding stance, legs are a bit twisted, start feeling like you're in a position that's uncomfortable, understandably. But that way, you're loaded. So that as soon as you go into your Chor Ma, you're moving into a position that's more comfortable for you, and that'll add power to your strike. It can also add power, let's say, to your block. Say I do the Tan Sao. And I'm doing this not by turning the body, not by bringing my arm out, but turning in my stance. So I misspoke there. I'm not doing this by turning my hips into it alone, opening up that foot to go into the block, because that way I'll continue to have forward energy off that mother line going toward my opponent. Some of the other benefits of Chor Ma is that it extends the range of your strikes. Let's say, bring about level with right against the beam here. I'm in Yee Jee Kim Young Ma. I go into Chor Ma. I extend my range, and it'll also be extending my power, because this is a bit of a drilling energy we have when we're going from Yee Jee Kim Young Ma to Chor Ma. It's like we're drilling our feet into the ground, and that sinking energy, getting energy straight from the earth, using it to strike out at our opponent. So, that was the Yee Jee Kim Young Ma goat riding stance. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay awesome. I'll see you all next time. Take care.